What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Live Wealthy Stocks back with another video today, taking a look at Amazon stock. So we'll take a look at kind of some of the recent price action for Amazon stock, what we are looking at moving into the future in terms of future resistance and support levels, and the reason why I'm taking a close look and keeping my eye on Amazon for the time being. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here shortly. This is a follow-up to kind of the previous couple videos that I've made. That pattern is sort of continuing to play out, so I'm really excited to kind of see the future of that. If you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the support you guys have shown lately, and hopefully continue to show me as I try to grow the channel. So wasting no time, let me hit record. We'll get right into it. So let's take a look at the 5-day chart for Amazon, and we'll kind of get an understanding of what the week looked like. Let me get rid of these indicators here. So as we can see, this is the last week, Monday through Friday, going from 12/7 to 12/11. So what we saw was, Monday was a pretty sideways day, and then Tuesday we saw a pretty decent sell-off, going from kind of the 31.58 all the way to the 31.20s level. But then we rallied for the second half, right? That was kind of that's what happened across a lot of different stocks, right? Not just Amazon. So we ended the day decently green, going from 31.60 to 31.84. Not decently green from Amazon standard, right? But considering, I'm not looking at the fact that we went from 31.60 to 31.84. I'm looking at the fact that we went from 31.20 to 31.84, which is a decent sized gain. Pretty flat after hours, and then we fell all the way from 31.70s to 30.90. Now this was a pretty bad drop. Again, it was a drop that happened across various different stocks. We saw a little bit of a sell-off this week. This week was kind of weird in that, we were getting dips and then they were bought and then we got a sell-off. And then Thursday, right out of the gate, we ran up 30.75 to 31.39, calmed down a little, closing to 3100s. Then on Friday, we went up a little, down a little, and closed kind of flat, up a little for the day. So the reason I kind of wanted to point this out is if we take a look at kind of where we were, at the beginning of the week on Monday at 31.60, and where we ended the week at the end of the week at 31.16, right? That's what the day was, up about $14 on Friday. We only see a movement of, let's see, like 30 bucks, 40 bucks, 31.54 to like 31.16. But in reality, Amazon has moved so much more than that because of everything going on. What I really want to focus on, though, is the daily chart on Amazon. So if you watch my videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about here, but we'll kind of get an updated view on that. Now, Amazon stock, as you guys I'm sure know, has been on an absolute tear this year. Was trading in the low 2000s, dropped to 1600s, and now, reached a high of 3500 before kind of now settling in the 3100s. Though the thing that I want to focus on, though, is this lowering of the range, right? This flag that is sort of forming, where what happens is initially the ranges are a lot higher, right? So as you see here, we were trading at 28.71, and then just a couple, like on 9/21 and then 10/12, like a few weeks later, we were trading at the high 34. So that's a $600 swing. But if you take a look at Amazon stock the past few weeks, right, around that same range, 11/10, we were at 30.28. Today we're at 31.16. That's a $100 swing, right? So a $600 swing, $100 swing. The reason I'm kind of pointing that out is because what's happening, if you draw a line on 10/12, kind of bring this line down, you draw a line on 9/21 bottom wick, you bring this line up, hitting this bottom wick on 10/30, you'll have the same line, right? In case you want to draw this on your own chart. But what happens in cases like this, right, is it's coming pretty close to where this top line is going to run into this bottom line. And as of right now, it's trading in this wedge, right? It's kind of wedged in. It's finding this line as resistance, meaning it can't break above it. It's finding this level here as support, meaning it's unable to break below it. At some point, it's going to hit one of these levels, right? And it's going to just break out. Now, typically, right, for a stock like Amazon, And for the environment that we're in right now, where a lot of people are staying at home and with Christmas coming up and a lot of the country is locked down due to the pandemic, or if not locked down, a lot of people probably aren't comfortable going to the store like they typically would for Christmas shopping. So we're talking about a time where Amazon is super busy, right? Not only have they been super busy during the COVID pandemic trying to get all the supplies delivered and stuff delivered, but we're talking about a time where Christmas is coming up and year-over-year sales for Christmas have been crazy kind of increasing for Amazon. But now you're talking about a time where people in some cases might not even have the option to go to a store because of their health conditions or because of kind of the situation they're in, so they're kind of relying on Amazon even more. For that reason, I think the breakout is going to be positive, but I just want to let you guys know that it doesn't have to be positive, right? If Amazon goes down, don't blame me, but this is what I'm kind of watching. So let's take a look at what we are kind of seeing here in that. So the last time I made this video, let's see, was last week. So we were kind of up here and we were kind of coming off this top, and the pattern that followed this week is now we're slowly making our way down, which is perfect, right? So anytime we kind of hit the top of this range, we've come down and we've consolidated after, right? So it happened back in early October, or mid-October, excuse me. It happened on 11.5, hit the top, came down, consolidated, hit up, came down, consolidated. If history is any indication, what is going to happen here is we hit the top, we're coming down. Now this time we're coming down a lot slower, but I personally think that two things that could happen is we can hit the bottom, right, because we have a little bit to go, or we continue kind of sideways trading in the ranges of kind of high 3,000s to mid 3,100s. And then we'll kind of get to the end of this wedge and then we'll break out. My personal opinion. Now, anything can really happen in the sense that it could continue right back up, get rejected, come down, consolidate. It could go down, come up, consolidate. I'm not personally saying I think it's going to keep staying sideways for a really long time. What I am saying is, based on the indication that we've gotten the past couple of times, if it goes like it went up here, got rejected, went up here, got rejected, went up here, got rejected. If we go up, I personally think we continue to get rejected. If we go down, I think we also get support right here, right? So based on, if history is any indicator, we stay between like 30.50s and 31 like 80s, right, as this line sort of comes down. Then we get to the end of this and I think we say a breakout. I'm personally hoping that we consolidate for a little bit and we don't do anything crazy just yet, and we actually get to the end of this wedge and take off. So let's take a look at Apple, because you guys know I cover that. Kind of pretty similar story here where Apple kind of broke out a little bit earlier though. So I was trading between this line here and this bottom line here, bounced off this bottom, went up, up, up. Now, based on what I just said, we would have found resistance at that top line. But in Apple's case, it broke out and went from the 118s to kind of the 120s, right? So again, pointing out that if it goes up and hits it, it doesn't necessarily have to get rejected, right? It could just break out. But those are the levels that I'm personally closely watching to see, what Amazon stock can do in the future, because I think a breakout could be potentially coming. The other thing that I want to point out on the daily chart, you guys know I like looking at those EMAs. The last time we found support at this 89 EMA level, right? If we take a look, I'll zoom in here. 1 candle wick, 2 candle wick. This one we went below it, but it was a green candle, so we closed above it. Again, went below, closed above. Perfect bounce here, and then red candle, but we closed above the 89 EMA. What we're seeing now is one day this week we closed below the 89 EMA, excuse me. On Friday we're back above it, so I would like to personally see that 89 EMA again hold up as support on the daily chart, which is currently at 3107. So we're above it now, and if we do go down, I think that could be good support as well. But other than that, I know that I've said the same thing kind of for the duration of this video. This breakout, this wedge pattern is really the thing that I'm watching right now. Hoping for a breakout either into the week leading into Christmas, right, with the Christmas rally as people call it, or when we get a little bit more indication on how those holiday sales are looking for Amazon. Remember that it doesn't have to get to the end of this, but we could also see some consolidation happening here, and hopefully we get to the end of it and see like a textbook breakout happen. And hopefully, since those of you watching are aware of what's going on, you guys can catch it, and hopefully I can catch it too and ride that Amazon stock up. So that's all I had for you guys today. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, drop a like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys' support. Hope you guys all had an amazing weekend and are looking forward to the trading week starting tomorrow. Let me know down in the comment section, excuse me, what you think of Amazon stock, or what you think it's going to do in the future, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.